This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Aggies will kick this away to get us going here. Bringing it out, it's Price. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. We got a real treat today. We're going to see a matchup between a high-powered offense that's been almost impossible to stop against a defense that's been shutting people down, Kirk. This should be fun.
Well, this is what really you hope for in a game of this magnitude is good versus good. And that's what we have, as you said, Chris. Outstanding offense, been producing all year.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass rush swarming him again.
Well, Chris, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. We're still adjusting, trying to get ready to start this game. That's back-to-back sacks to start the football game. And now, how'd you like to face this 3rd down if you're the quarterback after getting sacked the first 2 plays?
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down, but boy, he gave him a chance.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. That's the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently, and even Isaiah Spiller. Good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Ball handed off. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
He didn't get there, Chris. He picked up some great yards, but it's not enough. This defense plays soundly and gets the turnover on downs.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counterplay. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Back's got it again. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to pass. It's Reed. On the move now. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
Chris, let's give credit to this defense for having all the answers on that one. Skilled guys covered in nickel. Quarterback accounted for and stopped before reaching the marker. That's great coordination and togetherness from this defensive unit.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. It's a bootleg looking to throw. That's caught. It's low. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Dropping back. It's Carr. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Pauling. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, give him the ball.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already, and we're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On the run, it's Moss. Great footwork, a big opening now. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. And he's got it again. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down play coming up. And here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He escapes the pocket. Inside the 45. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's 3rd down. They got to get after this quarterback. Instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Running play called on third and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. Oh, and he missed it! The kick is no good. The try is no good, and we're still tied.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. It's a shotgun run call. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? This defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss at second down and 15. Back to pass. It's Reed. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Has the 1st down and more. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Nice 1st down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the sticks on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
To the air, it's Carr. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's got the 1st and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Reed. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. QB keeps it himself.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Aggies pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies! So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And the back gets the football. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
To throw, it's Carr. Off target and incomplete. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Play action here on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Here's a screen pass to the running back, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion sets up a second down play. QB decides to keep it here. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it second down and 14 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Steps out at the 16, but have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
They finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Running back has it on the screen now. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him down out near the 40.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game, but if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. He's going to hand this off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. They'll run it to the left. End zone ahead, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. To the air. It's Carr. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Pauling. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. We'll try to run it with the option. They'll toss it to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of the 17.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Movement here from the tight end. And there's the handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Snags the quick throw. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
2nd and goal for the offense. Back to throw. It's Carr. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Just standing there, gets hit again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Using his legs, it's Moss. A change of direction.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit? You got to do it.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
A new set of downs after that completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Takes the handoff again. Fights off a defender. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision?
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Aggies are on the move here. Running through the tackle. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He was held to a short gain. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. Dropping back, it's Reed. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. They'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. Play fake, looking to throw. Tries the right with a quick throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. And that's going to be a safety.
Wow, that was ugly, and especially the timing of this. Now in the 4th quarter, you're trying to get back into this game, and you give up a safety? Now there's still some time left, but you've really killed any momentum at all trying to get back into the game.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. Breaks an open space. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Here's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than to just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Looking to throw. It's Reed. On the run, he'll let it go. What a catch! They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a short completion of the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Carr. Nice grab. It's low. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They try to sneak it for the first. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's low. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's low. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbounds so they keep that clock moving.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. They're going to run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Trying to convert with a sneak.
It's a rare play call anymore in this era of the spread. Typically, it's shotgun, get the ball to the outside, typically looking for space. Here they said, the heck with that. Let's make it the surest way.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Moose. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. He missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, the lead remains 16.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Grab behind the line. It's low. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down after that short completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's low. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for a late deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Makes the catch. It's low. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish.
This touchdown, it actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the 2-point play, you got to hit it to make it a one-possession game.
Score the touchdown, but need a 2-point conversion to make it a one-possession game. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. He'll get into the end zone. The 2-point try draws them within 8 points, a one-score game. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.